I met Carol Yotsuda many years ago, and she invited me to play for this program she had going called Kanikapila Kakou, which at the time was presented on Kauai at Island School. And she described it as being not a typical concert. It was open to the public, based on donations, and it was an opportunity for artists to interact with the public in more of a relaxed forum where they could share stories and histories and deeper meanings of their mele, and I got really excited about it. So I did one of the EKKs a long time ago, and my experience there was really unlike any other experience at any of my other concerts. I felt like I had permission to really share things that otherwise didn't have a context in my concerts. And that created an experience for the audience that I think was magical and memorable. And so over the years, I've gladly and gratefully participated in Kanikapila Kakou. I think that her vision and this offering to the public is something that is super important for keeping alive the cultural traditions, not only of Hawaiian music, but Hawaiian history and tradition is an oral tradition historically. And so being able to talk story, being able to really be casual and invite the audience in to a world that is not a presented, carefully curated world. This is something that's more would happen in someone's backyard or at a family party. And I love that atmosphere. I think that is the atmosphere that Hawaiian music was invented in and created in. And to be able to share that atmosphere along with the art form is key.
I was here from the first Kanikapila Kakou. I was the coordinator of this program for 10 years. I never, ever imagined that it would last this long, and that on a Monday night, a couple of 100 people would show up for Hawaiian music. I don't think we ever envisioned it to get this big.
This is our first time to Kauai at all.
First time ever.
Yeah, we've never been to this particular island.
Yep.
And we love it.
This is my absolutely first Kanikapila that I've ever been involved with or even attended. I live on Kauai, and Uncle George invited me over. I work all the time, so it's hard to get off, I'm fine. I'm off today, so I'm here today.
No, I've been here here in the beginning when it started 35 years ago. Yeah. In the beginning, it was only about like 10, 12 people in some community center in downtown. I remember in downtown Lihue, it's where it first started out, Yeah, so I've been there from the beginning, yeah.
Actually, the original time that I came here to EKK was when the series was still back at Island School. And many years ago, and my dad, who passed away a few years ago, came to that, and we had so much fun. We have ohana that live out in Hanalei. I was here 2 years ago. I believe the last time I was here was with Raiatea Helm and Brian Tolentino. And Raiatea Helm's a phenomenal singer. Her father was a great musician from Molokai, still performing, and her uncle George Helm had a great impact on Hawaiian music.
And the music was always there. It's my dad, my mom, uncles and aunties, they all played music. And as we was growing up, we grew into the music. They used to Kanikapila like every weekend. And then we used to have parties that goes on for months. Yeah, in the country. And in the country style, back in those days, everybody share. Everybody bring different dishes, and and we used to raise pigs, and everybody, So that's how the whole thing started, the music. But I didn't know that the music was going to be my lifestyle today. I just love playing music and watching my uncle then play.
So this is actually my, Kanikapila Kakou was the first place that I've ever performed live with my ukulele. I performed live before with my guitar in my church group, but this Kanikapila Kakou was pretty much where it started for me. And back in, I want to say 99, 98, 99. I was like 13, 14 years old when I was playing for Kanikapila, Kakou. And we were backing up our teacher, Fran Estelle, and she had a Hawaiian music club over in Kauai High School, and we were a big part of that. So she brought us over and featured us on her set. And we were basically addicted to the stage after that. And pretty much all of us still plays music to this day, everyone on the Hawaiian Music Club.
My name is Kyle Ferruccio. I was born and raised on Kauai. I'm now living on the island of Oahu in Kailua. And just moved back to the islands from California, so it's nice to be home. This is my first time. I'm finally good enough where they can have me on EKK. And so it's been really exciting. I found out that Carol actually taught my mom in high school. She was her art teacher. And so I guess that's kind of my connection to Kanikapila Kakou, just through Carol and that connection. And so when she called me to see if I'd be interested, I went, yeah, sure. And so I called my mom. I was like, hey, Mom, I'm coming home. And she said, oh, how? And I said, oh, I'm playing for this Kanikapila Kakou concert. And she goes, oh, who's in touch? And I was like, oh, it's Lady Carol Yotsuda. And she goes, oh, she was my teacher.
I have been here as a soloist a few years ago. And actually, my first Everybody Kanikapila was back in, I believe, 1999, if I'm not mistaken, with Kumuhula Johnny Lamo. And it was nowhere near this size. It was just such a small little, like a little classroom with less people, obviously. But I've seen how this has grown into something fabulous.
Yes, I've been here before. Thank you very much for having me here. It's a wonderful treat to come to Kauai. I just love Kauai very dearly. It's very close to my heart. I don't know why. I still yet have to discover that. I love well, first of all, I love the music of Kauai. I love the place. And here I am, Kanikapila Kakou. This is what, 35 years. I remember when she was at the little church in Lihue. I came a couple of times and I went to the one that is by the school. There was that schoolhouse there. I remember coming to that, and a couple of years ago I was here, and now I'm back here. So I think I've come maybe about 5 or 6 times already. But Carol, such a treat.
Okay, we were playing at the Mango and Music Festival
in Hanalei.
And I guess they kind of liked us, so they invited us to come back, and Carol gave us a call and said, hey, are you available? So here we are, and just happy to be on Kauai again.
Oh yeah.
Favorite
island.
My name is Kuhio Travis. I'm from Oahu, but I was raised up here on Kauai and the Big Island and all the above, and I'm glad to be here today.
My name's Casey Kamaka, part of the Kamaka family, ukulele makers, 3rd generation. So my grandfather started it, my dad and my uncle took it now, and now here we are. So we're up here in Kauai just to share what we do, to show people our instruments and have them played for them, and just kind of talk story with people and answer any questions or whatever ideas or things that they want to talk about,
This is probably my 3rd time. I think the enthusiasm of Hawaiian music, the enthusiasm about playing Hawaiian music, ukulele, it's off the charts, and it's always good to come back here and share what we know.
Well, at Kamaka, I guess you can give me the title production manager, and I'm there every day. Basically, what I do is I just make sure the production is running smooth. And I check each instrument before we send it out, as far as tonal, cosmetic, and make sure by the time it gets to me, it's pretty close. So I just want to make sure everything's okay before I send it out. It's important to me, yeah.
This program is so unique in Hawaii. There's none like it. There's none like it in Hawaii. And I know for a fact when other artists come from the different islands, they're blown away by this program. They are totally blown away on a Monday night to see locals and snowbirds that come, for the winter, get away from the winter, all come together, and just because we love Hawaiian music, Hawaiian culture, hula, and whatever. And sometimes, depending on the artist, this program has to turn away people at the door. 450, 500 people. People can't get in. That's amazing to me as a Hawaiian to have this kind of thing happen. It's wonderful.
And so I hope that a Kanikapila Kakou continues forever. I think Carol's vision and what she does for the community and for the artists is second to none. It's unique. It's proven itself to be of high value. And a lot of people even schedule their trips to Hawaii around the schedule of a Kanikapila Kakou. It's really become a part of both Malihini and Kama'aina's lives here on Kauai. I would like to see it expand to other islands. I think it's an offering that would benefit all of the island communities around Hawaii. And so I'm very grateful for it.